Well, you can't let this castle because it's already owned by the royal family. To answer the question posed by its name. At least that's what they would be able to say if it hadn't been taken over by these spear-throwing varmints. And that is what we have been tasked to find. I wonder how many books Richard is making if he wants 5 gold leaves. Also, huzzah! That didn't work quite like I thought. There we go. I have 1 bottle with 1 fairy in it. Let's get this one to replenish from that fight. Look, the interface even shows 2 leaves. Yes, I tried to throw magic powder on that knight. You know the poem. Do not throw magic powder gently onto that good knight. However, I'm wondering whether that knight is really good, as we were just discussing. Mediocre says, hello, I'm gonna fall asleep any minute now. I think I'll only be here for a few minutes. Mediocre, welcome. It's very kind of you to grace us with your presence during the final moments of your waking day. Look, we've opened a door. The main door. And I hope you find it soothing. The interface even shows 2 leaves. Doug, why are you leaving? Mediocre, I hope these soothing, crackling flames and this sort of diminished chord-inspired scale lull you into a warm and mysterious slumber. We head upstairs. This looks familiar. Ow. Now we did come across bombs. This was a rather early, you know, Zelda game where you didn't need to get bombs as an item. They were just there when you were ready for them, you know? Like in A Link to the Past. You see, Mediocre, it works like a charm. I hope you leave some kind of comment about the soothing experience you have discovered at this venue. And that you, like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know when I upload new soothing YouTube videos based on Link's Awakening. We've wandered through much of the castle at this point. Look at that. We haven't been there yet. Or there. And my. That does look inspired by A Link to the Past as well. I will say that much. Let's head outside for some fresh air. Look, we're up here. Alright, let's head in through the upper entrance. Interesting castle where you can only go in to this area from the top. Maybe that's not so interesting. You have to leave the castle to get to this place. You at least have to leave the interior. Doug, so it would up here. Excellent. Mediocre, if I don't say when I leave, then I probably left you playing on my phone when I fell asleep. I'm so used to that, Mediocre. I've often been called a person who people fall asleep while listening to, and I take it to heart. Is that another pun, Doug? Don't call you Pun Doug. Oh. That's interesting. Okay. So in the original Link's Awakening, there was no door with a pot icon on it. There were some, you know, doors that close with jagged teeth and eyes. My own fiancé has done it twice to me. Well, I hope you set your fiancé straight about that, Mediocre. With comments on her YouTube channel. No, I'm just bragging, says Doug. But this is actually a hint that you're supposed to throw a pot at this door. I think the implication in A Link to the original was that you could break the door or something. That'll show her. Okay, now how am I going to come at this dude with the mace? Should we throw a bomb in there for good measure? Let's just see what it does. So I think the only real reliable way to do it is to go heavy with the shield. There we go. We took a hit, but we found a leaf. What's the matter, Richard? You look like an adventurer. Don't you want to come in here? Interesting sound effect for Link. Sounds almost more like a character. Now, Loom, I might be jogging in place to fill my exercise ring. That's the spirit. Jogging in place has always been a preferred form of exercise for me. I do have a fairy. Why did I do that? I thought I put the shovel on why. At least I'm refilling my hearts easily. Yoink. Okay, I have 4 leaves. I feel like the last leaf is one of the crows around the castle. There you go. 10 minutes of jog-exercise. 10 minutes jog-exercise. Yeah, you see that crow up there on the left? Look at that. How is that not the most suspicious crow you've ever seen? But I'm not sure how we convince you to come down. What if we throw a rock at your tree? Sorry to do this, Crow, but you're just so suspicious. Mediocre, is this your first playthrough of this game? This is my first playthrough of this version of this game, but my original playthrough of Link's Awakening most definitely occurred on the original Game Boy around the time of its release. There we go. That's right, I lured you into it. And it. Crow. Now go and see Richard about that reward. Meet him, Steve. It's a crow, not a Korok. I'll place his stone here. Oops. Oh well, it paid off. I thought you were jogging. Well, that was the most intelligent thing I have done in a while. Look at that. You can see the heart piece down there beneath the water. That was one that took me a long time to find. It was probably the last one I found in the original playthrough. And I don't think you get any indication that it's there. But I did spend time diving underwater to find it there. This game gives you a bit of a hint, which I guess is fair. Yeah, from this angle, it's tough to see, but the camera generously shifts up a bit. Interesting. Does that happen over here too? Okay. Is it just because I'm going into the castle grounds? No. These bushes sure like to regrow, don't they? Mediocre says, oh wow, I grew up during the GBA era. So Minish Cap was my first. Oh, what an interesting first Zelda game. Yeah, that one has its own style. It's like based on the Wind Waker style, I would say, but it was 2D pixel art. So I considered it a bit of an odd one out. That's one which, if I play it again, which no reason I can't. In fact, it's starting to sound good now that I think about it. I won't remember very much of it. I think I'll barely remember it. Let's just see what Orira says, shall we? Mediocre says, I guess I don't feel young. I thought only old people got slipped discs, but here I am. We're all human, Mediocre. At least, most of us. Shovel, did you purchase a shovel? You may find something if you dig here and there. Bye. Click. Wow, Aurela is getting... I didn't honor his typo. I do apologize. Dun 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 dun. Wow. Yes. Doesn't seem like Lexi's jogging so much, and it doesn't seem like Mediocre is sleeping so much, and it doesn't seem like Douglas Wick is non-existent. That's the situation we find ourselves in. But I don't know. I'm just asking questions. Oh wait, no I'm not. Look, here's our good friend Terran. Oh, Link, I see you have a stick. Can I borrow it for a second? Can, can't, can't. Life is full of difficult choices. The fire is gone. Good point, Mediocre. But at least you have the soothing sounds of Terran attacking a beehive with a stick. That's gotta be relaxing, right? I don't suppose any of us saw that coming. Once again, we weren't allowed to pick up the honeycomb, like I believe we were in the original Link's Awakening. The stick became the honeycomb. You're not sure how it happened, but take it. Yeah, it's totally mystery how that happened. But take it. Now we're just obeying the narrator. With a narrator that powerful, who needs an owl? Ow! This isn't how we get to Richard's Villa at all. Is it? I think Richard's Villa is down this way. I guess I was wrong about that not being the way. See, on the internet we can sometimes learn that we're wrong. Don't forget that. It is possible. So that's interesting. That's gonna be a... Wait, did I get that earlier? Maybe I wasn't able to. Seems like that's gotta be a secret seashell. Alright, Richard. We've completed your birthstone quest. I'm using birthstone as a derogatory term now. Ah, très bien. I see you have recovered all of the leaves. Now, move this statue and you will find your reward. Your eternal reward. See, I twisted it by not completing the word. Twisted. Okay, I do very much want to go into that mysterious staircase you've uncovered, which I'm sure will be totally safe, but I kind of want to just hang out here. You know, I don't know how I feel about that you can't use the C-stick to turn the camera a little like in Animal Crossing. I mean, you've gone this far with the game. Let's see, so remember how Doug explained that "ard" as a suffix has its own meaning? And I did honor that typo, but it was a homonymous. Does that make Richard a rich ard? That is not a new question. Seems like these two frogs want to be my friend, and that's fine. But now you're going over there. Oh, we can brandish the sword. So we can walk down the stairs backwards, which is always safe. Here we go. Oh, we turned. Anyway. Hello, underground cave. Ow! I was distracted by Doug's linguistic education. The "ard" suffix I mentioned, he says, is an Anglo-Saxon suffix. And a lot of typos. The name Richard is of Latinate origin. Gold-pressed latinum. Oh. I assumed that the word latinum would turn out differently because Latinate was a different word. But I guess they have the same Anglo-Saxon prefix. Or is Latin a, I don't know, Latin prefix? I found a secret seashell, but what do you do with it? I understand that if you put a seashell to your ear, you can hear the sound of a seashell. I'm not sure how I would express that if I read it out loud, Doug. Now I better look it up. I think that would be pretty close. Oh yeah? I guess it is nice not having to get out the bracelet just to lift a skull off a crab, you know? Doug says, oh, I am wrong about Richard. Has it happened to 2 of us tonight, Doug? Well, where did this take us? To this useless field. Pothole field. Were we able to see the names of these areas in the original Link's Awakening? I don't think so. Now, it would be nice if the camera tilted up just a little. There we go, see? Oh, maybe that's when it tilts. It tilts when something would block the block beneath you. You gotta mow a whole field sometimes, you know? You get kind of sucked into the hole a little bit as you get close to it, and you can still escape. That's well preserved. Doug says, it's Germanic from Rick, meaning ruler, mighty, and hard, meaning brave, hardy. Interesting. Rickard. Yes, my name is Prince Rickard. It's so patterned. Richard, is this your hobby? At least we can get that piece of heart out from back there. Looks like I'll need to do better. I think it's possible to leave 2 holes with just the Rock's Feather if you do it well enough. Let's find out. That was pretty on the nose for a scream, Link. There we go, we made it. Mediocre. Wouldn't an ard suffix just be used as a way to describe someone, like drunk ard? I don't know if Doug extrapolated to a point that would contradict that. Yeah, well, that was what we were talking about before, right? Come on! Oh, maybe it's not a seashell. Maybe it's the key. Oh, is it just nothing? Is it the privilege of talking to this owl? Let's see what it says. In soil sleep secrets. Wait, I did a different voice for that before. I forget what it was. It was something kind of avant-garde. Beneath your souls. There we go. You got the slime key. Now you can open the gate in Ukuku Prairie, which is just to the north, right up there. Well, we could go back and let Richard congratulate us and fawn over us, but I think we'll just head directly there. Doug, that's why Lexi brought it up. I mentioned that suffix another day, right? Lexi, Doug finally got the correct spelling of suffix between all of us. Oh, had you been misspelling suffix? Oh, yes, I missed Mediocre's misspelling of it earlier as well. That's the downside of having to read while gaming. You sort of do gloss over it and you can miss the typos. It's quite tragic. The writing is on the other side. That's adorable. Excellent. And you can't pick the sign up, I guess. Okay, so we do have to head all the way around. Oops. There we go. And actually what we need is the keyhole, which is right here. I don't know, I think on a phone you can still check what you've typed to see whether it's spelled correctly and then submit it. Doug says Sussex looks like it's the name of a region of England. Ah, yes. My old family back in Sussex. That's how they talk there. All right. Mediocre says, I didn't know about ta. It's a well-shared sentiment. I think it's finally time to sidle backwards through this opening. And here we are. None other than level 3. Key Cavern. That's how you start a piece of music. Oh yeah. I think Link should just walk for a little while, right? He's earned it. One of these things. It pushed me out of it. I'm pretty sure we're not going to have much luck walking across there. It's like one of those black holes that sucks you in, except it sucks you out. Look at those dupers. I think they go on the diag, right? Oh. Not even on the diag, they just go on the ang. Ow. That's a bit violent. What have we here? Yeah, this place is called Key Cavern. There are a lot of keys in it. Look at those things over there. Presumably Link can't see them, but we can. We couldn't get through those little circus tents before. It's always nice. Hey, bud. At least it warned us it was coming out. Key Cavern. Which it kind of is, because it's on the water, right? Well, that's not good. We could go down the stairs, but I want to explore the immediate area. What about this thing? Hmm? There we go. Oddly, you can't dig into the hard stone floor. Oh, that's where a key landed. Oops. Or will land, I suppose, because I need to defeat that one dude on the left. Mediocre's 6th dungeon has amazing music. No spoilers, though. I appreciate that, though I probably have heard it because I have watched a Let's Play of this version and listened to the entire soundtrack. But I won't contest that it's awesome. Okay. Once again, we're going to need to find a crystal switch before that's any use. Can't beat music from Steve 1. I did win. You know what? Well, this is fun. Is it only going to explode if it hits me? Is that its game? If this was possible in the original, I sure didn't realize it. And we're not getting past that either. Doug says, I think this was possible in the original, and Lexi is indeed jogging. It's good that you're true to your promises. Or at least your stated intents. I mean, I'll share it if it's not spoilers. Yeah, of course. I I think in the case of the music for the 6th dungeon, you can share it. I don't know how much more detail you intended to reveal. Or would have revealed if you didn't think it was a spoiler. Alright, we have 1 key and 4 doors. That's the key cavern for you, folks. I do remember this. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, there is a possible way to get through this dungeon without leaving... and how do I put it? There's a way to get out of this dungeon and not have a way to unlock one of the doors if you do things in the wrong order. Mediocre says, music is spoilers for me, Zelda is special to me. Yes, I would agree. I would probably have asked you to stop if I had not even so much as seen the remaining music in this game. Even in this version. But please elaborate, given the context now. Doug says, yes, that is correct, Steve. I remember doing that on the original version, too. I don't remember doing it. I think I just remember learning it was possible. Because many of these rooms just give you a key at the cost of admission of a key. There's our good old owl friend. We finally hit the switch. Yeah. I'll take that. Oh, you're just going to link it. All right. Well, that's a good way to mitigate anyone who doesn't wish to hear it until it's time. Can avoid that. That's better than stop reading here if no spoilers are desired, and then continuing to reveal whatever you're going to say in the same message. So, yes, these guys, they seem realized. I don't really have another projectile weapon. I don't know if that will do anything to them. Let's try this. What are those magic noses? Zankoth, welcome, says Legzeld. Exactly. So these seem difficult to get. Let's leave them alone for now. But I can't. I'm going to need another key. But I can because I can go back and do what I needed to do with the crystal switch. Zankoth, good time of day to you. Look, I can get this treasure right here. It's so easy. It is the beak. And we have an owl statue to fit it into. That's even closer than the other treasure, so let's get that. In the Twitch flesh. 3:30 a.m. Of course. Far away. Do not fear. Dash and fly. That's 3 people tonight who have admitted to having been wrong on the internet. It's the morning time! That's always lovely. Good morrowing. Oh, hi, revived skeletons. Hey. Good morrowing to you too, brand name Sweetener. Thank you for the fond greeting and likening to such a niche but impressive product, I would say. Well, it would be almost midnight for you. Does that just make it so we can go around there now? I guess so. Breaking Bad spoiler. Now we're losing me a bit. That's a Breaking Bad spoiler? If you break bad, does it turn into good? Kinda. Okay, so that didn't work. So what's the point of this then? This is where I run out of ideas. So I can hit the switch. I don't suppose I can fall. No, I'm low down, right? That actually is a pit to the left. It's not falling to the lower floor kind of thing. It means Vince Gilligan was raised in the southern US with silly southern expressions. Raised. Fascinating. Let's check the map. We need that. But we're not getting that yet. We can't go here from this end. We can't go here from this end. Or so it would seem. And down here, we can't go through either of these doors because we do not yet have a key. And there are 2 enemies here we haven't defeated. And if we can, we don't know how. Always good, I guess. Let's head back down. I mean back up. Why does your title say you're leaving? It is because the first task I underwent during this episode, if you will, was to retrieve 5 golden leaves. Oh, it boings. Excellent. Sure didn't boing in the original game, did it? I can't pick you up, can I? No. Retrieve 5 gold and leave. Doug, I bet you know what I'm missing, don't you? Doug says, I'm not paying enough attention to be able to help you. I see. Mediocre says, I do, but that's spoilers. It might be solicited hints. It might become solicited hints. But if you can see it and I can't, then it shouldn't be confounding me for too much longer. In theory. Phone. Just blame it on the phone. That's what we call these supercomputers we carry around these days. So you'd think it has something to do with this, right? Do I have to get rid of these guys? They appear and then they shoot a good old, you know, ninja star right at that moment. And there's no well, you can defend against it, but it doesn't help you. I don't know what degree of hint I can 5. During the holiday season, any degree of hint may help a child eat. Do you have any other methods of attack? Here's what I have. Behold. Magic powder can be sprinkled on all things. Often with no effect. Rock's feather, jumping. Bombs. Sometimes walls can be blown up, and they can be used defensively. And of course a shovel, which probably won't help me in a dungeon. And a fairy for when I die. Have you tried talking to them? Maybe they're nice. Yes, you can kill them, that's the hint. Okay, what am I missing then? Can I kill them by tossing a bomb at them? Because that'll give them some distance, but I have limited bombs. Maybe play them a tune? I can't actually use these guys. They're just in my inventory. This is a Zelda game which does include an instrument that you can get, but I have not found it as yet. But if I didn't have bombs, what the heck would I do? It's got to be something else. That looks like it'll work. But it won't do away with them. Clay pots have bombs. Okay. Oh, the bomb stops. The timer on the bomb stops when you pick it up? That's quite generous. No. What would have happened if it had fallen? Alright, there's a key. I have to say that's a rather difficult one. Mediocre. Well, there is another item you have access to that you don't have? What did I miss? Interesting. You would have had to get them again. Yeah, alright. Unless the bow is available in the item shop at May Village, which I think is something that happens. But if so, it hasn't happened since last time I was there. Alright, a new area. An open area. That's right, bombs. Hi, guys. Alright, you two work out your differences. Let me know when you're done. Once it's there, it stays, so you buy it, yes. And Tom arrives as well. Good evening to you, Tom. Oh, hello. Hi, guys. Do I have enough bombs to take these guys on? I don't think so. Fortunately, we can leave. We didn't even get to hear the mini-boss music. That is a temporary power-up, yes. It's like a... sort of like an invincibility star grade power-up. As is the Piece of Power. Everyone, this is Tom. I think you all know each other for the most part. Lexi, you know what? You're jogging. Anyway, we could defeat you, but we don't need to. We produced a treasure chest there. This is a one-way corridor, man. Ow. $10 bombs. Wow, that was useful. All right. Why do you need a different beak for every dungeon? Are they really different beaks with different beak combinations and such? To defeat the black monsters with a hard shell, feed them something explosive. Man. That's right, man. I'll just get this too. I need 50 rupees. I now have 198. How did I know that? You'll never know. Oh yeah, look at this. That's a hint that you can bomb that. Can you bomb that from in here? I think you can. That's cool. This is just like a terrace that helps you understand that that's what you can do. Very clever. And go. Look at him go. Oh, but you can't go back here. So I'll have to go this way. I know. Face this way. Sword out. Jump. 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 You have to have some fun when you're dungeon crawling, Link. And that's also a one-way street. Ahem. Friends, off you get. There we go. Alright. Let's go face these dudes. I keep not doing that. Not putting the item... assigning the item to the button. I think that's because some other game taught me to do that. And I think it was a Zelda game. It wasn't Link's Awakening, because you do have to press A or B. Mediocre says, I always picture the beaks as being like different mouthpieces for different instruments. Like you can't use a clarinet mouthpiece on a flute. Oh, can't you? Some of the most flutifale music has come from such a combination. Speaking of fail. You're fine. Oh. You kind of denied it. These guys actually seem very slow. Interesting. Wow. They do handle a bit differently. Ta-da! And we get our good old teleportation device on the ground thing. Well, if we've trapped ourselves in there, we gotta get an item from this chest, right? I love how they pop. Doug, but you can use a bassoon mouthpiece in a trombone, or maybe it's the other way around. They call it a trombone. Mediocre. I'm no expert, though. Ethan spoilers. Zengoth, nicely fed. What's an Ethan? Mediocre. Is that your first common name? Are you enjoying, are you availing yourself of the invitation to exchange in such a way? If so, I'm very pleased. How did you... Yes, Ethan spoilers. That's how you introduce that term. Now, in my delight and fury, I totally missed how to use this. Put on a burst of speed with L. You can jump further, too. My mom wasn't rude enough to name me Mediocre. I did that to myself. Well, you know, paradigm shifts, yes? Ethan, is that... would you like to promote that to preferred name in this area? If so, then you have but to, I'd say, confirm it one more time just to make sure that's what you're getting at. Lexi says, you're the best Mediocre Ethan I know. Boom! They pop, too. Interesting. Those are objects that this game's remakers, I think, must have had to interpret. Because it's really unclear what they are, but... I think this game did interpret them as mini circus tents that you can pop when you charge at them with your sword. So that's cool. Mediocre. I don't really care. I think it's funny when people call me mediocre. Hopefully it makes you laugh every time you do it to yourself, then. We're going to need more keys to get through this area. It can hurt sometimes, but that's my fault. That's right. I had the same kind of dilemma when I was wondering whether to call myself Patent Idiot. And I weighed the pros and cons. When it comes down to it, I think there's just nuance, you know? Mini circus tents made of flan. Exactly, Doug. Ethan, work the loom. Exactly. Works. Not patient _ idiot, but patent. Then, with 3 asterisks. Any excuse to type 3 asterisks is certainly heavily advantageous compared to excuses of other kinds. Alright. Is there another key in this room that I get just by killing everything in it? It sure looks like there might be. See? Why is there an empty tile up here? Hmm? Well, it's clear now that I'm going to have to defeat the boss of this dungeon with keys. Is the boss a giant keyhole? Or did he just get that growing up, and that's why he turned out the way he did? Patent pending. Actual _ doofus. Yeah, that would have brought a tear. Now we're back here. So I think we do want to go back to the start of the dungeon, but let's use our fancy new transportation system to get there. Shall we? Off you get. And another Guardian Acorn. I wonder if we always get one there. I don't know. Wait a second. Since we are a bit protected, I'm _ Lexi. Perfect. There we go. That works. So I did have to defeat the first couple of circus dudes without the shoes. There is a wave of language happening in this vicinity. And now I have 2 keys. But I want one more. And I also wanted to use the Pegasus shoes to go over here. Come on, black hole. Let's see you beat... Alright. Let's try it again, now that I'm... Come on. I've been perfectly aligned this time. There we go. Geometry can't defeat me. Pitta patta. Yes, I suppose so. Ooh. I can hold the button and I can begin to run on the next screen. Okay. That's good. Which is new. I think before you had to press the button again. That was graceful. Let's get at her. Doug will probably not say up and at him. Look at all these bonuses we're getting. Je suis overjoyed, as they say natively. It definitely has a different feel to it than the original Link's Awakening Pegasus boots. The about 1/3. Yeah, okay. Mediocre. It's most endearing, I'm sure. Wow. I still need one more key. Well, it must be that one in the... Maybe it's in the secret room. Is that a secret room? I promise the typos are never intentional. I don't think they're intentional, but... Do you not read what you've typed before you send it? Except for that one time, yes. I suppose that went without saying. Poke suspicious parts of the wall with your sword and listen to the sounds it makes. I did do that earlier, actually, because I like that characteristic. That was used in Link to the Past as well, and that's where I think it's shone. The sounds were rather different there. I think you're doing fine, Ethan. I just get excited. Dreary face. That was just a secret passage. Interesting. It's taking the pressure off of me. It's not a crime. Oh, this is fun. Timed bombs. They look like they might be Twitch emotes. At least in this day and age. I'm going to need another bomb, though, in order to make headway into that room. The compass! Why do I feel like it is, though? Good smiles. Ah, yes. Steve is talented at that. Like that, he can make a typo feel like a crime. All I want is bombs. That is on my list, Sajin Dinger, sir. I'm still obviously not totally used to the controls in this version of the game. So really, all that's between me and the boss is another bomb. Come on, another bomb. And perfect spelling. There's a list? I didn't make my keyboard this small. One can attribute factors to factors. It's a procedure we call factors. And Dr. Kimishima is very fond of it. I want to dispatch this guy to see if anything happens. But it's not easy to do. Looks like he only goes between those two places. One bomb was get. You're right, one bomb was get. I still want to see if I can get this guy, though. What if I do this? Darn it. Yeah, he really only has two places. Alrighty. Replenished.